Si Maggio has a new look attacking midfield this season, after releasing Bernardo Silva and Kulusevski and bringing in Pedri as the first overall draft pick. Dunk and Sean have strengthened their attack while Roy and Redrup have recruited defenders. Romford were huge media favourites this season, and I've also backed them to go one step further than last season. If any of Dunk's strikers can find their scoring boots, then he has a chance of competing, but we've both predicted him to finish bottom 4. Let's not waste any more time and take a look at the fixtures after the first round. Only 3 points separate the top 5 teams, but Sean is undefeated at the top. Last season's champions are the only team not to get a win so far, scoring just 5 goals. Again, it looks like Si Maggio's physio team is busy with 5 injuries. But no season-ending injuries to report, thankfully. Let's carry on to the halfway point of the season. Romford has risen to the top and Tom has also jumped a few positions up to 3rd, thanks to Holland's great run of form. It looks like Roy had a good start to the round but lost their last 3 games. Si Maggio keeps his top spot on the injury board. Romford and Roy get a nice fitness reset, thanks to their manager perks. Round 3 is the last round before cup matches come into play. Romford are top thanks to a better head-to-head record against Tom. It looks like there is a significant gap between their 2 strikers and the rest in the league. Billy has fallen off the pace quite a bit, continuing the curse experienced by Si Maggio last season as reigning champion. Let's also take a look at the XG table, where almost every team is underperforming their expected goals scored. Sean is overperforming slightly, but nothing alarming. New signing Pedri is the only player to suffer a significant injury. It's the final round of the penultimate season. It's certainly not started the way Romford wanted. Mike climbs up to 3rd with that win, while Holland keeps scoring to take Tom to the top. Romford hosted Tom in the next league fixture but couldn't stop the Holland train. It's interesting to see Konate playing at DM to accommodate Saliba at centre back. Here are the rest of the results from the second set of fixtures. All 4 cup matches are very tight after the first leg. I don't think we've seen this before. 2 late goals from Moukoko and Musiala took it to penalties, where Romford went on to win on penalties comfortably. Definitely a season to forget for Billy. This is a round to forget for Romford, losing to Sean this time. Holland secured another 3 points for Tom to increase his lead to 8 points. It's not officially over as Sean has a better head-to-head record against Tom, but it seems like Tom has secured his 2nd title. It looks like Billy has secured first draft pick as well. Moukoko is back scoring for Romford, as they scored 4 against Mike in the first leg of the semi-final. It's unsurprisingly tight in the Italian derby. However, Si Maggio was no threat away from home in the second leg. Mike also won, but the margin was too big. So it's Romford versus Roy in the cup final. Sean has dropped down to 4th in the league after losing away to Mike. Tom is also officially champion despite losing to last place Billy. Mike has climbed above Romford, but the 2 teams will be playing each other on the final day to decide who gets the silver medal. Despite beating Si Maggio, Billy has held on to first draft pick with 1 game remaining. There was just 1 change in position on the final day. Moukoko stepped up against Mike again, to reclaim 2nd position in the league table. Saliba made a big difference to Tom's defense, who had the best defensive record by quite a margin. Dunk had the worst goal difference but still managed to come 6th. Roy and Sean significantly underperformed in the goal scored column, while things could have been much worse for Billy and Si Maggio, who overperformed defensively. No team was able to put a good string of results together in the final round, but those initial few games were enough to build a lead for Tom. Moukoko had the best shot-to-goal ratio, but Holland has reclaimed his golden boot. 10 is the record for Player of the Match awards as well. In the first leg of the cup final, Romford got a deserved 2-1 win against Roy. However, Moukoko has not made the squad for the second leg, due to a tight thigh caused by wear and tear. In the first highlight of the game, Romford regained possession from their corner and Vitinha picked out Foden at the back post. He controlled the volley brilliantly to find the bottom corner. In the next highlight, Schlotterbeck made a lazy pass which was intercepted by Abada, who put Beck Hansen through on goal. He was forced wide, but the ball was crossed into the box by Romanian wonderkid Ionita, who found Vini Jr. at the back post. Abada charged down the right wing in the next highlight to find Ionita in the box, who was taken down by De Ligt. Seems like a harsh decision according to the commentary. Beck Hansen put away the penalty to make it all square in the tie. There was only one highlight in the whole second half. Koundé played a loose pass to Barella and it was intercepted by Musiala. He played a pass across to Ben Seguir, but it was brilliantly saved by Roy's goalkeeper. So that means we had another final going to penalties. No player had missed after 4 attempts each. Frenkie de Jong calmly placed his penalty. Ben Seguir tried the same, but Ribeiro was the hero of the day, only playing his 9th game of the season. Roy wins his second cup to add to his previous 3 league titles. Roy struggled a lot in the middle of the season, going 8 games without a win at one point. But he managed to play his best football in the cup. Let's take a look at the best 11 from each team this season. Holland is very good. Moukoko is very good. Mathys Tel is surprisingly good. Ansu Fati and Evan Ferguson are surprisingly bad. Frenkie de Jong is still very good, aged 34. Dunk's strikers are bad. Pedri was surprisingly bad. Billy's strikers are good. I guess the defense is bad. Si Maggio has dropped out of the top 3. But there's 3 points separating second and fourth. There's also only 3 points between the bottom 2.